Close my door, baby. I gotta make the cocktail. I gotta make my cocktail. I need the vodka. It's all in there. And I need the green tea. Hey y'all, hey, it's me. And for whatever reason, and I'm gonna say whatever reason because I don't know. They said maybe it was because I didn't update my maybe because I didn't update the app. It's in the freezer. Maybe because I didn't update the app. But I checked and my app was updated. So not going live on Instagram was kind of weird for me today. Because that's a first. I knew this was gonna happen. I froze my shaker closed, but neither here nor there. Yeah, so I don't know why. Maybe somebody who in the world who is tech savvy can go on and help a sister understand why I cannot go live on Instagram. Did they revoke Big Mama privileges or what did we do wrong here, Big Mama? What is happening? Why is they won't let you on the YouTube? I mean on Instagram. I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue as to they not letting your girl do her thing. But I tell you, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I don't like it, not for one instance, as to why. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know. Big Mama don't really know what to say. Here, Aja, you can drop it in the live on the link on there. Yeah, so Big Mama don't know what the hell going on. How about that? Big Mama don't know what's going on. All she know is she did take her edible. She did go outside and smoke. You see the things available to do when your niece is here at work. I see how Big Mama get her stuff going when I don't have the link though, so you're gonna have to go on. Oh, you know what you're doing. And when you got hand me some of that Simply Lemonade too. Well, we get the show started because Big Mama always is I don't even know. She is always late. So I think I was late by 1 minute. Was I on time? Hey, Vicky. Ooh, Arja, she over here breaking my equipment. That's your niece. That's y'all Kimball's. Y'all sure do like to mess some stuff up, don't ya? You Kimball sure know how to mess some stuff up. I'm just playing. Here dropping my lights and stuff. I'm waiting on juice to see. Dang, look at this. It's like a real science project. The vodka at the bottom, the green tea at the top. I did not. Right. Your auntie Vicky said she said you like your Uncle Rodney, a bull in a China store. Y'all just running through stuff, just knocking everything down. She sure did. She came in here, knocked all my jewelry and stuff. Like, girl, she wow, just wow. Well, thank y'all for coming to part 3, Life After Lockdown, the small business aftershock. Ooh, Victoria, thank you for being on. So welcome. Look at her. Hey, it's me, your girl, Crazy Melanin Princess, aka Big Mom. Share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. It just slides on the back. And if you hit the notification button, when I start some of these other projects, you will be notified when they happen, because you already know. You won't be like, why you ain't tell me about it? You would already knew, because you're like, girl, what is this popping up on my phone while I'm sitting at my desk? And I'm over here trying to do my work, and this crazy girl talking about hop online to listen to her foolishness and craziness. I ain't supposed to be laughing and cutting up at my desk. It'll make me lose my job. I don't want y'all to lose y'all job. I do want y'all viewership, but I don't want you to lose your job for it. What is this? This is an earring. Oh, that's the ring light. I don't like all these shadows and stuff behind me. Share some of the videos. If you got a favorite show, share it with somebody. Just shoot them a link and be like, here, you need to watch this, okay? So, I love y'all for showing up, and I thank y'all. I know y'all could be anywhere on God's green earth, but y'all over here with me and my crazy self in this time capsule date of February 3rd, 2026. We finally made it out of the year of January, and we is over here in the Febs, okay? So let's see what they got to offer. But what we are going to put in this time capsule, because it is Black History Month, and y'all already know me, I'm as black could get. I'm blackity black. So we're going to talk a little history for Black History Month, and this is going to be in our time capsule. On this day in Black history, February 3rd, 1870, we ratified the 15th Amendment of the United States Constitution. It officially granted African American men the right to vote by declaring that the right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of race, color, or previous condition of servitude. What's it called when you can't be notified? You did it? Oh, well, you should. On this day in 1920, the Negro Basketball League was founded. On this day in 1956, the Black Student Union of Alabama was created because Authorine Lucy was admitted to the university. It was a landmark. It was tense, but it was desegregation in the South. 1929, on this day, Elston Howard born. He was born on February 23rd. He became the first Black player for the Yankees and the first Black American League MVP. So there's a lot of stuff going on in baseball on February 3rd in our history. And in 1979, the first Black Marine General, Lieutenant General Frank E. Peterson Jr., was promoted to Brigadier General, becoming the first Black general in the U.S. Marine Corps. Yeah. And that is in our time capsule for our Black History Month. We kicking it off February 3rd, 2026. And because we so blackity black up in here, Black Business Spotlight tonight. I took Aja to the doctor a couple weeks ago, and I saw this place called South LA Cafe that was downstairs of the hospital. They have cute little, look like a little trailer kind of thing outside. And I'm like, dang, I know I've seen this place before. Like, who is it? What is it? Da-da-da-da-da. I did not go, but I did check it out and look it up. I passed by another one on Vermont, and it's across from the Lonnells. So Vermont and is at Manchester, near there. And it's another one over there. So I said, I'm going to have to patronize this place, but it's called South LA Cafe. It is a Black family-owned cafe on a mission to build community. I really like the locations that they're in. Very community-esque of them. They're not looking for no wild, crazy storefront or nothing. They're literally, like this one is down, one of them was downstairs from the Kaiser Hospital. The other one is It's like a county facility. I know like the DA is in there. I think where you go get like SNAP benefits and some of those types of things are in there. And I believe they're building housing or something close to there. So pretty awesome kind of locations for them to find themselves, like very niche, which stood out to me, made me want to know more. And now I know I would definitely be patronizing them. So you do so as well. It's called South LA Cafe, and it is a family owned business. There we have it. And of course, per usual, if you have a Black business or you know somebody with a Black business and you want them to get a little light, little shine, let me know. Just send them my way or info my way. The services they provide, the name of the company, and how people reach them. I will be more than happy to get the word out and let everybody on my platform know that they exist so that we can begin to recycle some of these Black dollars, build our economics, and Kwanzaa this thing the heck on out. Okay. So as I said, I was not about to talk anything politics in January. Not that I'm going to do much here because I've been in such a happy mood by not talking about politics that I kind of like to take the show in a way where I'm going to not talk about politics. But as we know, I'm me, so that's a very hard thing to do. It's kind of something that I'm known for. Therefore, hey boo, Kiona, I know who it is. I got to do that every time. I know who you are. So it's really hard for me to not talk politics. But I'm going to keep them light because I still can't get too heavy with a lot of this stuff. So as I mentioned on my live earlier, ICE being in the sloss and swap meet. What? Like, that's so crazy to me. One, the people who I guess probably own the Goins 110. Oh, you going one? Oh, you need to slow down. Help me. The people who I guess own and operate the sloss and swap meet. When I was growing up, it was a Korean-based facility. I don't know who's behind there now. Definitely Korean-based. Then we had the Chinese went in there watching from your TV. But hey, Starla, I hope you okay out there. And see, last week I was talking about my niece being here. Now she on here when I was talking about her. She alive clearly because she just piped in. And it's negative 110 out there. So luckily her fingers still work enough to type and say that she on the line. Because poor baby, I don't know how she making it in no Michigan right now. Would it be in that cold? But back to ICE. There are so many minority groups. And then of course now, and I guess everybody else is renting a booth. I was never allowed to go when I was a child. My mother wasn't for it. She didn't let me go. So as I got older and I got friends and we drive and we doing our own thing, now I get to go see what's in there, what's happening, what's popping. And even though I want to go often or much at all, it's usually with someone else or me on a mission to go buy and find something. Everyone there is of immigrant descent. Do they have their papers or not? I don't know. Who knows? And then the people who are walking through there, everybody is, you never know what the heck. I wish that there was a camera in there to see what was going on. But you know what else is also out there? My friend Cherry Johnson posted today about ICE being in Los Angeles and asking gang members, both Black and whatever, both Crips and Bloods, keep your ass at home and not to get into it. How she knew? Because Jerry, your ass is in Texas. How you even know they was out here? Of course, she got Los Angeles roots. But anyhow, she was asking people to stand down because they gonna just use y'all as target practice, and of course they're gonna get away with it. And she's 100% right. So I'm with it. But on any other day, you got half the people in there that are of immigrant descent, and then the other half who probably walking in there with more artillery and guns than ICE. I need cameras. I need footage. I want to see what that looked like. I am just so curious to know because I ain't heard that nobody got picked up or nothing's come of it. I've been on social media for a lot of the day to see if I was going to get anything, and I haven't got anything. I don't subscribe to any of these outlets or sources anymore because they are all owned by the same. It's the same structure, same pyramid, same tiers, same people, same everything. That's just pumping propaganda to me. I don't need that. So I get my news from people on the streets when I'm watching Instagram and somebody went live and they showing me what's really happening. That's the news sources that I trust now, and not the ones of the people who got sent there from New York to go film some bullshit and only show what they want to show. Because one thing about the public, we don't know how to edit. So our shit be for real. It is really what's happening. We don't know how to say, oh no, don't look at that. They editing back there at that studio. So our stuff is the real news, and they shit is that fluff and propaganda and bullshit that we ain't really watching. Epstein files are out. Or are they? Now, I went to justice.org. I pulled the file. I have them on the pictures on my phone, the file with all the pictures. Every picture is so heavily redacted. On a page, if you see, let's just say a 5x7 photograph. And when I say a 5x7, 85-90% of the photograph is redacted. So whoever the subject is in this box, and then said little girl, so y'all playing games, and I can't even believe that this is some for real shit. Moving on to these farmers. Are they fucking around and finding out? Okay. Because you know me, my brain is going to think and think and think and think and think. The farmers, our farmers, the U.S. farmers, they hurting. They voted with Trump. They voted with a Congress that said, screw them immigrants. And they went so in the line of hate, they totally forgot who was out there picking all the fruit for them. This man says, I got $936,000 of carrots that I am supposed to deliver by the end of the week that can't get delivered. They are in the ground. He can't even pick the carrots. He's showing you a whole field that used to be filled with workers, and there are no more workers. They all left because they don't want to. This is where we are. This is what policy looks like, and these are consequences of actions and choices that we've made. As maybe not you, maybe not me, but collectively, that's where we all are. I wonder, how does this then disrupt our food chain 2-3 weeks, a month, and so on down the line? The cost of a carrot is probably going to cost, I'll go to the store and I buy carrots. I buy a lot of them because I juice, and I buy for $3, $4, $5. It's about to cost. Let's get into my life. I'm going to speed through this because y'all saw my stories and it was a hot mess this weekend. But on Thursday, I want to tell y'all about this. My friend took me out. Bob is an older gentleman that I met. And when I say older, I mean like mid-70s. And he and I gelled off of politics. So he is my bar, and all we do is talk about politics. And he's an ex-attorney, so I learned so much from him. Kind of like the old man that I babysit. This man doesn't need a babysitter, but he and I go out and we go to nice bars and we sit and we talk about all of the things that this little brain just be having going on in it, right? We go to the bar, and he reminds me so much of my dad. Like when I say so much of my dad, because me and my dad could sit and talk for hours. Me and this guy could sit and talk for hours, and we talk about the exact same things that me and my dad would talk about. And so, we're sitting at the bar. This young guy comes in, and he's like, "Is anybody sitting here next to me?" I tell him, "No, you can go ahead and sit right there." The bar packed pretty full. I'm about to tell you about this. It was good. Oh, I got only an old man want to fight over me. Though nobody else in my age range, nobody loved me to fight over me, but this old man was. I said, "You gone now, Bob." Okay. I turn. Yeah, I guess it's switched. So I turn. This guy, no, because I can see from his smile, like, "Oh yeah, I want to talk to her." No, I'm here with him, and even though we're not together in any capacity or trying to be together, no, like you're rude. No, he he grabbed my hand to admire my ring. He was rubbing on my elbow. He interjected into the conversation a couple times. Bob stood up over me because Bob is like my dad, tall as hell. He like 6'3" or something. Now my dad a little taller, but he like 6'3". He towers over him, and he like, "Hey, I told you this story I became." He stand over and was like, "I've had the fuck enough. You's a rude and disrespectful motherfucker. Now she's here with me. You don't need to say anything else to her." The guy says he's a white guy. And I guess he felt entitled. And he also felt, ain't no way she's here with him. And if so, watch this. But ooh, did he find out? He said, "It's a bar, man. It's an open bar." He said, "I don't give a fuck what it is. She's talking to me. She is here with me." Just like my dad in my ear. Before he could even say, "I'm about to break this shit up," I just shifted my ass from my little seat into his. He said, "I'll sit right here. You got something to say, you want to say, you say it to me. You want to touch somebody, you touch me, motherfucker." Like, and you kind of knew it meant really, you better not touch him. Lord have mercy on my soul. I said, "What is going on in the world? It is craziness out here." But that dude was really tripping, and he was really bugging. That's that. Friday, we went to this place called Zaya for family night. My cousin was out here from Massachusetts. So, same family night, me, Marcus, TT, Raven, Vonnie, and cousin Tori and Child. We went to Zaya downtown LA. It's a little jazz club. So very nice. Black. Um, that night it was black. Now, what it is every other night, I don't know. But great music. The drinks were not so great, but the company was, so that didn't even matter. Had a great time. Then we left there and we went to the Roosevelt in Hollywood, and I have never felt so old. That's when I was wearing a black dress. Oh my gosh. I don't care what I look like on the outside. My insides feel 98 years old when I'm outside. Like, I just feel old. I feel old. I've never felt old. I've always felt young in my life. And at this point in time, I don't know what's happening as to why I feel old. Is it because I'm around young people? Is that y'all too? Do y'all feel old, or do you feel young to be in your 40s and 50s? Cause oh, I can say yeah. I'm putting shit on my mind. Especially at the Roosevelt. Uh, I felt like I was the oldest person in the room, and I believe I might have been. I was older than everybody I was with. So I probably could have been older than everybody else in there, because even when I was looking around at them, I said, "Oh, y'all bitches old." You look old up in here with these young girls. And it's not we look old. We just, I know ages. We look out of, I looked out of place. My back hurt. I can't dance. Saturday. What we do Saturday? Saturday. It's the Saturday. Yay. Cal State LA. I went to my girls' game. I done told y'all about Mariah a million times because this girl is the best basketball player I've seen in Los Angeles. And then second is my Kennedy because the two of them, they just, and then Jay, like it just. So on Saturday, I went to her game. And for whatever reason, I don't know why they ain't put my baby in that game. Like the first quarter, she just didn't get as much playing time as I felt as if she should have got. Second quarter, same thing. Third quarter, and mind you, they was down. Y'all was down. You was down. But when she come in, y'all go up, and then you take her out, and y'all be down. But then in the third quarter, they say, okay, long gone, let me play, baby. And then what happened? We in the third quarter, 1 point up. She out here stealing everything, getting every rebound, shooting every, making it when everybody else shit just wasn't falling. Fourth quarter, she just said, we just gonna finish. She just finished that shit. And then they won. I mean, help me understand why one good and they doing good, taking them out, but then when clearly ain't having a good day, ain't doing what they need to do, and then they don't do it, and you leave them in. Cause what is this like? I just love this person so much. I gotta keep them in the game, even though they about to cost us the game. I thought that's why you had a team. This other motherfucker sitting on the bench who ready. You ain't ready today. Anywho, speaking of a game, child, we had a game night. My Palisades sisters, we had a game night. So we had our 30-year reunion. I told y'all about that. And then, we're having a green tea martini today. And we had, this is a indica. Pray for me because I had this early. So it has already kicked in. Yes, yo, baby, number 13. As I'm putting number 19 on, I'm filming everything. Tagging her, putting number 19 because y'all know y'all big mama can't see. Oh my gosh, I can't see. That is the funniest thing I think I've ever. It ain't the funniest. That's not the funniest thing. Y'all should hear about some of the stuff. And people be like, I seen you when you. It's just bad. I can't see shit. My bad, Ryan. Mariah Blake, number 13, Cal State University, Los Angeles. She did the damn thing. So I'm just going to say that. So whenever y'all want to go to a game, y'all need to go and check it out because she over there lighting it up. And Cal State LA used to be, when I had that good white job a couple months ago that they fired me from, that was one of my biggest and best clients was Cal State University, Los Angeles. But that's neither here nor there. So screw that. Let's just go on and keep on going because they broke my heart. And F them. But speaking of game, we had a Palisades game night. So the girls who I graduated with, our 30-year reunion, we don't ever to get together. We need to start getting together every so often. So this is our very first ever so often. One of my girlfriends got the Airbnb for us. Beautiful. The other catered all the food. So my girl Rue got the Airbnb. My girl Selena catered and did all of the stuff inside. And then my cousin Jackie did all of the decor and this. So when it came together like booty cheeks, it was absolutely a beautiful freaking affair. I tell you that much. The sisterhood was good. It was great. And yeah, we had a good time. So that was my Saturday night. Sunday, I went to this R&B lovers and friends Valentine's brunch in Long Beach with my friend Vonnie, and then we went to the bungalow in Long Beach after, and I'm not going to talk about that. Who been doing solos? Oh, my baby. Really, Starla? Yeah, so that day was a blur. That's all I'm going to say. That day was just, because I was already tired. It was tired mixed with all the other stuff. And then Monday, because I ain't seen him hardly none this year. I got to see him Monday night. He took me and we shared because, you know, we can get one half a meal and then because we both eat like birds, we share it. So it's the best when we together because we just be getting one meal and then we just split everything like a little old couple and then we be living the life. So And my baby Jerry is living a life of sobriety, and I love that for him. And I'll drink to that. And I'm happy for him, and I love it. And I love my baby Jerry, as y'all know. Hot topics. I'm gonna ask y'all some. Y'all watch the Grammys? Cause I didn't. I used to watch it, but it's gotten so far fetched that I was like, I don't want to see none of it. You ever sit through something for 3-4 hours? You're like, I didn't enjoy any of it. And it was really just one person I saw that performed that I could have just rewatched that on YouTube one day later. That's how the Grammys have gotten to me. So many, most all of the music award shows, I just don't watch them. I'll watch picture and film, but I'm not going to watch music. Too much craziness. But I hear K Dot got a lot of nominations, and that's cool. And this boy Drake is in a whole nother Tensian uproar, bringing stuff to the forefront again. And I say every time he does, it's like he gets rewarded in his face. And I think that that might be a lesson for people, that sometimes you just need to cool it. Y'all know Bridgerton is back. Victoria, do you watch Bridgerton? I love that show. And I'm not one of them kind of fantasy kind of people, because I'm like, I ain't one of them girly girl kind of bitches. I'll be liking that kind of shit, but I actually like this shit. But then I watched it and they say, we going on break. They went on break. I said, now how the fuck? What the fuck? I can't get into the streaming stuff. But speaking of streaming, did you guys watch Karen Huger's interview? It has sparked a conversation that I would like to have with you guys, just as an open forum to close out the series, to close out the season. The season. It will be my final show where I open up and give you a little bit about my real life. But Karen Huger sparked that in me to discuss being a part of a prison family. But did you see that she went against her lawyer's advisement, which we all kind of felt she did after that tape came out? And she still said, yeah, she plead not guilty, baby girl. But then she ended up watching it. That's some crazy stuff. And how y'all feel about y'all girl Serena look? She lost too much weight? Yes or no? I think we get accustomed to seeing people how we want to see them, and then we can't unsee them that way. So then when they start looking the way that perhaps they want to look, and it ain't how we want them to look, we don't them no more. And that's weird. I say that out loud. That's weird. Because everybody is online talking mess about that girl. And all she is. And if you've seen her whole family, you know that they have the propensity of getting very big. She was well on her way. And yeah, okay. She was in straight denial. She was in beyond denial by not taking a plea deal. She's talking about Karen. She was like, she felt sorry for her. I did too. I knew that there was a lot more at play as someone who also was addicted to antidepressants. It's a very slippery slope. And next season I'll give more of my life and less topics and more of my life. But I'll end this season with some of my life. She went against her lawyer's advisement because she couldn't even recognize it. She couldn't even face what she's done. She was in such denial and did not want to take any part of accountability that she couldn't even look at what she was truly facing, which is why she got that jail time. But back to Serena's weight loss. I think that we really have a problem with wanting people to look the way that we want them to look. And I don't know what that's about. That's a deeper dive. I ain't no psychoanalyst or no psychologist, but I just, as I was saying it out loud, like, that's some crazy shit that people are like, I don't like her. She needs to look bigger. Interesting, right? Well, just like her weight loss, I guess things is ending seeing her big because her whole family is big. The only person skinny is Venus. Mama big, sister's big. The one who passed away, she was a larger girl. Serena knew what she was up against. She saw herself going down that slippery slope, and I can only imagine that, like Gerald Levert and Ruben Stoddard has said, when you got the ability to have you a ribeye every night and lobster and all the butters and all that every night because you got it and you can, and you already have a problem with food, it is a very hard something to push back. So having means and having what may be an eating problem, I'm with her. Maybe this just gives her room to get big again. Who knows? Uh, Quad and King. Did y'all see that coming? That's an interesting. I'm still sitting on that one. But clearly she broke up with him because he a little angry. So that's a sign. Another thing ending. Sherry Shepherd show. Kelly Clarkson's too. Now, I love you since you've been gone. But Kelly Clarkson, you ain't black. Sherry Shepherd, I care about her because she black. Because we want everybody black to win. What? I thought Sherry was over there doing good. No. So I guess that leaves Tamron Hall and what's her Jennifer Hudson, right? Ball wives. That shit's ending, but it needed to. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, yeah. I watched that in forever. That's a horrible show. Sorry. Didn't like it. Kids Corner, Aja's Bay, Sterling, Instacarting when I talked to him earlier today. Chopper ain't talked to him at all. So let's get into it because we about to end this old effects of COVID. Originally, part 3 of this series going to include a business owner because I'm a one-man band, 2-man band, 1.5. You see she part-time. You see her part-time tendencies, okay? I was unable to secure the guest. So I had to pivot. And it's just me. But as a content creator, as an account executive, I can still speak to it, but I wanted you guys to have a perspective beyond my own because I'm always giving my perspective. In life, pivot. The show had, and honestly, I guess it feels pretty fitting because that's what this episode is all about, is how we had to pivot, how to pivot during COVID and the time after. If there's anything that COVID taught us, is that change, baby. They definitely change. In part 1, we heard from the youth, their perspective. Part 2, we unpacked emotional and societal fallout. Tonight, on this final installment, I want to talk to you about the backbone of our communities, and that's small businesses. And how this pandemic didn't just shake the economy, it shook our identity, it shook our purpose, and our survival itself. So let's get into it. When the world closes doors, we had overnight shutdowns. Put yourself in the mind frame of anything that you've ever wanted to do. That's something to do, your core creativeness, arranging flowers, a florist. You make body butters and soaps. If you have a daycare center, if you are a snack shop, if you are a restaurant, put yourself in any of those things. When the world closed its doors, you overnight had to shut down. You got flowers in there that are going to die. That's inventory. All the food that the restaurants have, snack shops, things that have expiry dates, daycares. What do I tell these parents that they can't? Because what if they still have to go to work? I got to tell them I can't keep their kid. That's where we were. From last week, we discussed, you understand that. As a business owner, I want you guys to get in the mindset that I own this. We are all owners right now on this line. We all own what we own. I had just incorporated and got my LLC for Sterling Travel Enterprises. So I've just thrust into a travel business. A travel business. My own. Albra started her own travel corporation. Check with the state of California, got EIN, all that. Albra has Sterling Travel Enterprise. The year before. We are all business owners. Everybody on the line is a hustler. Everybody on this line got something that we did that stopped. And when we stopped it, we stopped revenue. If we had people that we employed, we stopped their revenue and access to said tools, said revenues, perhaps said job, said, do I still got insurance? The huge question mark that's COVID. But we're business owners. All of us on this line, we're all business owners. What the fuck is a non-essential worker? What is that labeled? The emotional weight of depicting what a non-essential worker is versus an essential worker. As an owner, you're losing control. Tired. I worked hard for my Michelin star. I worked so hard to build my child care center. I worked so hard to be a florist that I got contracts with 4 hotels, so I do all their flowers weekly. I got this. The fear of losing every single thing that you worked your ass off for. Okay. So many entrepreneurs, their business wasn't just income. That's who you are. It is your identity. I'm the flower lady. I'm the Michelin star lady. I'm the soap and butter lady. I'm the this lady. I'm the that guy. I'm the this guy. I'm the that man. Financial trauma and uncertainty, because one is tied to and attached to the other. So not only am I losing this all, I can't breathe my anxiety because I'm losing all of this too, because this is tied to this. How I'm gonna pay to have a roof over my head if the business ain't here to operate to give me the money for the roof over the head? PPP loans, confusion. Everybody squandering to find resources to one, save self-preservation. I can't pay no employees if ain't no business here to first be there. And in order for somebody to first be there, I got to get paid first. Because I do. I'm the one who runs the business. It doesn't run without me. Therefore, I come first. The business. So if it gets a lump sum of money, it needs to pay me to sustain, and then I can pay into the business, and then it the funnel, and then the sprinkler, you go in the funnel like that, go in, and then it sprinkles out all like a little pail. You have overhead like a mother sucker, rent, payroll. You have not only your own challenges in-house, right? You got all the things I just said. You too have now supply chain disruptions of proportions that are beyond comprehension. Okay. I don't think people understand the gravitas and the depth of, because I'm in the business world, I flew over and saw the tankers. The line was from here damn near to San Diego. You guys don't understand. These are all the goods that are to make it here and then flood and go all throughout California, Arizona. This is the port of Los Angeles. You know how much commerce comes through here? Is it like, what, 60%? I believe it is. I don't know. I might be making up some numbers. I'll look, because I can look at the Bureau of Statistics and definitely find out the number. Most everything on earth that we get in the United States come through the port of Los Angeles. And ain't nobody there to get it and bring it and put it over here. So the florists, if it ain't local growers or whatever, but even though they ain't working, you ain't getting no flowers, so you ain't selling no flowers. I could be a Michelin star all I want. If ain't nobody out at sea to get that one weird thing, egg yolk from the octopus fingernail, whatever, that they need to put on the thing or whatever the thing is, if it ain't nobody out here shit to get the shit to do none of the shit, ain't nobody got no shit. I was in sales. I sold IT equipment in the form of document imaging machines. So all the shit you see printed around your life, the machines that makes that, I sold those things to companies. Smaller machines where you make copies and do all that. The software behind how all the stuff talks to each other, how your cash register bills to this, how all the stuff inside of companies, the software, I will sell that. Ain't nobody at the company for me to sell no software to. And yet we start moving so technologically forward. People who own these smaller businesses began to drain every last bit of their savings. If they were once, most of them, if once in the white collar business world, they probably already cashed out much of their 401k to fund this new dream that they founded anyway, real shit, to become this chef or this or the that or whatever it is. They're tapping into resources that have a bottom, and the bottom is very near. And during COVID, so many people will reach the bottom. That's sad because that's exactly what you're talking about. Shit's traumatic because you felt it coming. And like Michael said, when he didn't understand to think about what a kid who doesn't have the same worries as we do, like where we gonna live, what's gonna happen if this, if this. He didn't have those types of worries. And even he knew that that level of uncertainty was like, this is a wash. Wait a second. No. He had the wherewithal to understand that this is different than anything ever. At what age would he have been? 14? 13? 12? No, he was 12 and a half because it was March. He turned 13 in COVID, right? Yep. He was 12 when he came to this realization. Well, a 12-year-old, okay? Small businesses weren't just fighting for profit, they were fighting for fucking survival. You have no customers. Who's buying flowers? Where are they going? To who? For what? This shit is mentally unhealthy. And again, that's the part that no one talks about. How these owners have been burning themselves out, burning the wick on both ends, feeling the anguish, the pain, the shame and guilt toward their employees. They don't have answers. They don't have direction. They ain't got money. They hurting. And they hurting. And they hurting behind the scene because you're looking to them for leadership and strength when they got less leadership and less strength. Think about it. Trump was in office. There wasn't much leadership. There wasn't. Sadly, there wasn't. Shit was changing every fucking day. What are the protocols? What's this? What's that? Can my employees go back? Can I open my shop? Can I not? What are the protocols? Have this. They gotta wear that. You gotta buy this. They gotta wear that. I'll provide this. I won't provide that. Just talking about it makes me want to cry. Because it was wild. Think about it. You're the owner. You're the owner. This shit's heavy. Mentally, this shit's heavy. Okay? And we're talking about it. And I know we're in 2026. But we ain't fixed. Nothing is fixed. So I'm shining a light on something because it needs to be fixed. We in this community need to be fixed. We need to be healed because I care. And if this is what I see in my head, that's like, damn, one little thought, because that's what this was a thought. I'm like, damn that, but damn that. I'm like, but that, like, damn, like, ooh, this shit did a number on us. And we just all went back like it was nothing. But it's something. It's some real something. And hopefully people watch this 3-part series and realize how much of it might be. Because they didn't know until you heard me talk about it, right? Until we talked about it, you really didn't think about it. But it's a part of what's going through you right now. It's part of what's going on. It's a part of why. It's a part of your whys. It is a part of it's a part of all our whys. Shit. Because it's the world we live in. And your why is your neighbor's why. Because what's going on in your neighbor's shit is going to spill over to your shit. So that's why. Having to make so many decisions. The level of fatigue, I think they say women make, I forgot, mothers, because I had it when I was so data driven. And you say, I ain't did no data. Women make however many decisions per day. Mothers make so many decisions per day. Women make so many decisions per day. And imagine being a business owner during this time when you ain't even got many motherfucking choices to make that many to be with. You're the now. But because of uncertainty, I have nothing is certain. Ain't none of this promise. Ain't none of this certain. Ain't none of this worth it. It just, ugh. We just don't know. We don't know shit. Clients are calling me. Employees are calling me. Vendors are calling me. I just want to put this phone down, tuck, run, and go cry for the rest of my life. Suicide rates went up. when what's the name said it's lonely at the top, people can't relate to you. I don't got many people in the position that I'm in to relate to what I am going through. Because you don't. You don't. I can relate to somebody on my, but I can't relate to somebody else like a person who's in charge of, which is why I was hoping I had my guest, 20 plus employees, 5 employees. Most of my stuff, I'm my only employee. Aja is not even my employee. She don't get paid. It's lonely. It's the loneliness. That's the mental toll, is the loneliness of leadership because there's no one there but me. No one understands this shit but me. Entrepreneurs are using pressure, but not existential fucking pressure. Like I'm about to cease to exist around this motherfucker. And I put everything into it. I put everything into it. Everything. I put like literally people, houses, lost relationships and marriages, lost children, lost family, lost everything to put into building companies and businesses. Then we got this freaking digital acceleration, okay? Forced evolution, as if we weren't already in the information and technological age, right? Businesses were forced to go to online platforms overnight. A lot of old mom and pop shops, they don't know shit about no fucking online. This is not what this is even intended to do or be. Okay. So how does this happen? How do I do that? Where do I go to learn to do this and 100% turn this into that? That's impossible. Type out when social media becomes your most ultimate tool as your survival. If you ain't there, you cease to exist. If your ass ain't on Instagram, I mean, yeah, if you ain't on Instagram, you don't exist. Not a business. If you're not on what's the, like, where you go, the map thingy, like, to show where you are, how to geotag yourself and get to said business. So whatever geotag systems you use, if it's Google Maps or whatever iPhone you use, whoever maps, your ass ain't where all I gotta do in my map is say, take me to Ida's Waffles, and it don't pop up, bitch. You cease to exist. Okay? It was those who adapted versus those who couldn't. And a lot of small businesses could not. They could not. They did not. That ain't. The way in which I sold prior to, I was in sales. My job was to bring in clients like Cal State University of Los Angeles, to bring in Los Angeles County this, to bring in the city of that, to bring in, this big Netflix, to bring, that was my job, to go seek out, scout, find, hunt, and get the COO, CEO, CFO of these companies and or entities to say, oh yeah, we want to go with your company or at least have a meeting with us, right? That was my job. The way in which I used to do that, I can't do that no more because you can't go nowhere, can't do nothing. You thought after 9/11 was something. This is something totally different. This is a different beast. So it's 9/11, a different type of security now, a biohazardous security. It's like you have to deal with something that always dealt with people and relationships without ever talking to a person or being around the person or being next to a person. How do you do this? How do you sell something that someone needs and needs education on to understand the technology behind what it is they're purchasing? And we can't never talk to each other. So then the Zooms and the thises and the Skype and what's the other one? Microsoft Teams and all of those gadgets were forced upon. Now, who got rich off of that kind of stuff? Ask yourself, because that's the way in which I had to begin to sell over a telephonic source like this. COVID didn't just change business, it changed how business exists in the business world. That was crazy. Now, I will say this. When you have those overseas talks, when you're talking to a company that has entities in other countries, Zoom is the greatest thing. Or, no, I like Microsoft Teams over Zoom. But anyhow, neither here nor there. Doesn't matter. Same thing. Video teleconferencing. That makes it so much easier. Child, ain't nobody got to entertain nobody when they get over here. You can go and call me from the crib in Japan. Okay. Who didn't make it and what we lost? Sadly, we lost so many of the local shops. When you look around Los Angeles right now, so many places are gone. Community spaces are gone. We have been heavily gentrified here in the Los Angeles area. And I mean Los Angeles proper. The true Los Angeles zip codes, Los Angeles, okay? We've lost so much of what Los Angeles once looked like. Buildings are getting higher. We're losing less sun. We're becoming more of a concrete jungle, and that's nothing that we've ever been. It's not attractive in the way in which we are accustomed to our own aesthetics. And sadly, that's where we need to wake up and have an eye opener to what we would like our communities to look like and invest in our communities, Black businesses, and learn your quantities, because that will help you understand how we gonna keep recycling us and centering us around us. We gonna take a beat and give a hug, okay? That's what we're gonna do. We lost so much culture in our neighborhoods. The old gentleman barber shops, the shoe shine places, record stores, tire shops. That's not only a cultural loss, it's an economic loss. When in our community, a huge piece of our neighborhood disappears. That is us ceasing to exist. We then become existential. What's happening now, or the quote unquote aftermath, for us business owners that's passed through rising costs. And now, since we've elected the same guy who got us into that fuckery called the COVID, we find ourselves here now with an added tariff on said goods are needed to go into sourcing products that we use for the businesses that we own for our babies, our creations. At that time, we had staffing challenges, the aftermath. We still have staffing challenges. Have you guys seen what customer service looks like now? Yeah, it's non-existent. It's existent, and it's gone way. It does. It's non-existent. Okay, it's gone. Because clearly, whoever was in customer service before ain't there no more, and it's probably because you ain't paying people the way you used to pay them for good customer service, i.e., them increasing good customer service. You know what that does? It keeps this restaurant filled with people. It keeps it hustling and bustling because everybody in there because they want princess. Like shit, is she working in this area? Because we want her. That's what good customer service do. Because that was always her. Been her, always gonna be her. A big part of being an account manager, a senior account executive, my customer service. People love me and I'm knowledgeable about every goddamn thing I sell. So, but also as an owner of a business, you got to redefine what success looks like to you. Because we get so caught up in what I think success is supposed to look like. And when you measure success, I think that should be more like a confident and an inward metric, right? Not so much one where I'm going to allow you to measure what you deem to be successful. And then I have less stricter and demonizing ways in which I create my metrics by creating them around grace and the way in which I show up, my character, more so than how far I got, how fast I did it, and landed on the chart. But was it accomplished with integrity, morality intact, and you put value into it? Is a substantive product? Is there quality assurance and quality control? Yes, then fuck all the rest of the shit, right? Because the aftermath is being too overly critical of yourself in a time where I say that there needed not be any criticism of oneself the fuck at all for any business, whether you failed or not. I don't think you should hold any of it against yourself. You shouldn't hold any of it against yourself. Not one bit of it do you hold against yourself. Even if you started a business in COVID, I don't think you should hold any of it against yourself. But the burnout is still lingering. It's still lingering from when I threw everything into it, because now I got to get back into something else and recoup a hell of a fucking loss, okay? And much like all the other segments, the kids didn't just school like it was nothing. Some shit happened to them. We didn't just return to society like nothing motherfucking happened. We was wounded as fuck. Okay, still wounded, still wounded, still wounded, still wounded, and ain't nobody went to get rehab. Ain't nobody went to go get mental therapy. Ain't nobody went to go get any none of it. Nobody went. We just all went right back, just right back to the restaurants, right back to the Top Golf, right back to the Vegas, right back to the Miami, to the Cabo. We went right back to the right back, right? We did. Business owners did not just return to business the same way. Just like the people we didn't, regular people, they didn't return back. They did not return back. In closing, part one, we heard them kids. We unpacked our shit, and at night I honor the businesses that held our communities together, whether they were able to withstand the time of COVID or not. I am still in appreciation of the time in which you served your community during the time in which you served your community. The crazy thing is, COVID wasn't just like just a time. It was like us holding a mirror in our own face and during a time in history, like just staring at the gaze of oneself. It showed us who we were. If a damn show showed us what we valued and how fragile stability truly is. If it's one thing I pray, hope, wish, will chant, and do all the things that I hope you take from this 3-part series for you, for everybody else, is grace. I pray you give yourself grace. I pray you give other people grace. I pray you give grace as we all are trying to find a way, hopefully, to make this a better place. I pray that you give grace to the world that we trying to rebuild together. This is my life. ... After. My on purpose statement. Interesting, this scrolled across, because I always have something. I'm like, it kind of goes with the show and it don't, and sometimes it do and sometimes it don't. But I was just really feeling it. It was like, when anger enters your mind and body, treat it as a gracious host would an unruly guest. I have to be like, what? Why would I do that? When anger enters your mind and body, treat it as a gracious host would an unruly guest. And you're like, well, how the fuck would they treat them, right? Because in my mind, I'm thinking about things, and I'm like, hey, you sock the motherfucker, what the fuck? Don't resist it. Don't push it away. Welcome it with open arms. Listen to it without judgment. Offer it the attention it seeks, and when it's ready, kindly show it to the door. And I guess when I did my show run, it was more about the grace. and giving grace. And maybe now I know why I think that this on purpose makes sense. Because I had ended talking about giving grace. Because that's the one thing that was the overarching I gave to the show. I hope that we give each other the fucks. I hope we give each other grace. That's my prayer. So this 3-part series, I hope we give each other grace. When anger enters your mind and body, treat it as a gracious host would an unruly guest. Don't resist it. Don't push it away. Welcome an arm. Listen without judgment. Offer it the attention it seeks, and when it's ready, kindly show it to the door. My low of the week, I didn't wake up a millionaire yet. My high, actually just life. Life is my high. Celebrating a win with my baby, my friend. Celebrating life with my family on family night. Celebrating my girls and friendship of 30 plus years. Celebrating just friendship. Just life. Just this has been a celebration of life. And this is the month that is always a rough one for me. Because I experienced so much loss in the month of February. Big ones. So like my mother. So this is to be celebrating life. This is some good shit. There's some good shit, February. Let's go. Let's go. You came here with a bang. So I like it. You know the drill. Y'all ain't got to go nowhere, but you got to get out of here. Bye. I don't know how to sign off, Archer. Oh, there we go.